Entrepreneurship is living a few of your years like most people won't, so that you can live the rest of your life like most people can't. Good evening. As you've heard, my name is Ntsiki Mkhize. Can I lift this up? Thank you. Thanks. And I just want to say thank you so much to everybody for taking the time out of your Thursday evening, where most young people are out turning up, as we say, to join us in the cold weather. And for those of you that are still on holiday and you're about to get back into university swing, for coming out. So thank you so much. And thank you so much to the University of Johannesburg for your continued support, and to Adelaide for really being there so I could be here today. I really appreciate it. So the quote that I opened with, I don't know whose quote that is, it's just something I found and I really like it. But for myself, it generally just means being prepared to be broke for a while so you can make a great impact in life. And it's not the nicest thing to say when you're 24, because when we were young, people wanted to know, what do you want to be when you grow up? And our answers were, I want to be a princess, or I want to be a fairy tale something, or I want to be a policeman or a fireman, or I just want to go to space, mommy, you know? And if you ask anybody underneath the age of 10 what they want to be when they grow up, they probably genuinely want to do something that has to do with impacting other people in a good way. I just want to make people happy. I just want to make people better. I just want to make them smile, you know? If you ask anybody over the age of 15 what they want to be when they grow up, and it's, I just want to make money. And I just want to be famous. You know, so now that we've really grown up, people really want to know what you want to do when you grow up, because now we have degrees and our parents pay for tuition and companies pay for bursaries, and we work to pay for our own studies as well. So we have to have a really good answer. I'm still not sure what that answer is. Growing up, I've always known I wanted to make a difference. I haven't always known what that difference was. So when I was young, I wanted to be Nelson Mandela, because I was like, he's a president. I can be a president. What do I do to be president? And so I investigated and I found out that he studied law. So I was going to go to Harvard Law School and become a lawyer and then come back and run for presidency. And then I got into high school and I did debate, and I realized I didn't like arguing. So being president kind of went out the window. And then I decided I wanted to be Oprah, because I like her and she does cool stuff and she makes a difference in people's life. And then I got a little older and I realized I didn't really want to do any of that stuff. I just wanted a platform to make a difference and to make a change. So people often ask me, why Miss CSESE, you know? And it wasn't a beauty queen thing, it wasn't a being famous thing, it wasn't a whatever else you can think of thing. It wasn't a, since I was 5, I wanted to be Miss South Africa. It wasn't something like that. For me, it was honestly just a genuine platform to go out and to make a difference and to show other peers, my peers, younger people, older people, that firstly, we have a generation of young people that are committed to doing great things. And secondly, that as a young person, you can do great things. You don't need to wait for those opportunities to come up. I had a job once upon a time. I almost died. And not because I hate employment. I think jobs are great. I appreciate being part of the corporate world. There's so many lessons that you won't learn outside of the corporate world that you do learn having to be in an office at a specific time, answering to somebody, and committing to your outfits. But it's not even about working for a company. For me, it's about working with a company and a group of people that are committed to what I'm passionate about in life. So if I had to work for a consulting firm, they would have to have some kind of decent profit margin, but really make a difference, you know. And I challenge you to go find that company, and then please come and tell me who they are, and tell them that maybe I'm looking for a job. But that's genuinely what it is. And I really appreciate my time at the University of Johannesburg. To be honest, I didn't think I'd end up at UJ, because I was going to be Harvard, right? And then I got to UJ, and it wasn't what I expected, you know, because when you grow up an A student and all that stuff, you think you're supposed to go to these schools and have your 8 to 5 work day, and it's going to be great, you know, and we need to be part of those schools. And I was going to UJ, and everyone was like, what does UJ do? You know? And UJ taught me the biggest sense of responsibility, because I had one class most days, about 4 days a week. Fridays were optional. I passed. I don't remember having classes on Friday until third year, so you don't have to worry. But UJ really taught me that great sense of responsibility because there was nobody there to tell me to go to class. I didn't have an 8 to 5 schedule, so I didn't have to be at my very first lecture at 8 o'clock in the morning and try to do everything in the day and leave at 5. I could rock up at campus when I felt like it, and it's a stroll to class. So you have to factor in socializing time, right? Because you don't just go to class. You get here and you see friends and you this and you that, and then you go to class. The second thing UJ told me was responsibility, making the most of your time. So if you weren't in the library, if you weren't in class, what are you doing? The benches are a nice place to hang out, right outside the SS, but we call them the F7 benches. If you spend most of your year there, you're most likely to get an F7. So I'm here today as the ambassador for the center. It's going to have an abbreviation now. It's CSESE. I have to learn to say that quick with like a little dance. Because that's what I'm genuinely really passionate about. I'm passionate about inspiring young people to make a difference. So when I went forth to do Miss South Africa, I didn't have a charity. I wasn't about cancer or feeding the children, which are all really great things. But I believe that those really great things can be done through smart business, really great business initiatives that serve the community and really seek to empower people in the process and have an entire conscious value chain. So I'm going to ask Victor to please play me a video and then I will elaborate on some of the stuff that I did. Thank you.
This is the story of the Clothes to Good initiative. It is also the story of South Africans like you and me using business to help reduce poverty by creating a social enterprise ecosystem to grow business and not dependency. Many of us have closets that are bursting with clothes that we never wear. Instead of leaving those clothes in the bottom of your wardrobe waiting around to become vintage, why not send them back into the world to do some good? Get your school or company involved and fill those bags with anything you haven't worn in a few months. Chances are you won't even miss them. And that's it. That's all you have to do. Now the magic happens. So how does it work? We buy your bags of clothes for 7 Rand a kilo. But wait, that's just the beginning. Of that 7 Rand, 2 Rand is automatically donated on your behalf to a non-profit organization called LifeLink 24/7 Cares. LifeLink works to educate and empower people through business. The other 5 Rand is up to you. We pay it back to your company or school so that you can donate it to an outreach project of your choice. And if you don't have a project in mind, we can help you. We have developed relationships with some great initiatives in South Africa. And your old clothes could help support people with disabilities and protect our environment, all while empowering communities. And the reward for selling us your clothes isn't just financial. Collaborating with schools through the Clothes to Good initiative gets students to think about eliminating social problems creatively and sustainably. Companies can benefit in many ways from taking part in the Clothes to Good initiative. It impacts your corporate culture of staff volunteerism and helps you to achieve your CSI and enterprise development targets. So what happens to your clothes? Well, first they're sorted at our sorting facility where we clean and bundle the clothes. This provides employment for many people, including those with disabilities. The sellable clothes are then sold to entrepreneurs at a reduced rate who sell these clothes in their communities and so support their families. Imagine the possibility. Someone could find the perfect suit for their next job interview. Your favorite dress from last season could be given a brand new life. Oh, we forgot to mention, the clothes that are damaged are donated to our partner nonprofits where they are repaired so that they can be sold or used later. Ultimately, the clothes you sell us touch many lives. Part of the power to make positive changes in our country is understanding the importance of giving responsibly. Giving where your gift will do the most good. When you sell to the Clothes to Good initiative, your change is bigger than just one person. You become the first drop in a ripple effect. Let's all work together. Add your own chapter. Visit c2cx.co.za to get involved. Recycle, reward, empower.
So in a video form, in a picture form, in simple words form, if you had to ask me what good business does, that's what I would say to you. And firstly, I would definitely have to thank the University of Johannesburg, because I wouldn't be linked up to Clothes to Cash if it weren't for you. So last year, Adelaide invited me to come sit on the youth panel at the Social Enterprise Colloquium that was held down the road somewhere. And so I came and I was like, I don't know if I'm an expert at anything to contribute on this panel. But it was fun. It was a very engaging conversation, and we got to hear so many great things from other young people doing fantastic stuff. And that was where I met Jesse, who was one of the award winners. And Jesse came to me because he said, I heard you're a logistics honors graduate. Fantastic. We need you to build our logistics system. And I was like, what? Like I studied, but like I don't know if I can build an entire logistics system. So as a graduate, I've spent the past week and a half sorting clothes, baling clothes, selling clothes to our vendors. I haven't debranded yet. I still need to debrand some clothes, but I'm getting there. And it's really great to see an organization do what it does the way that it does by empowering so many people throughout the value chain. So this video is really, really simple, but the value chain of what we do is so impactful, it blows my mind. Every day I'm just like, really? We help those people? We do this, we do that? And it's a challenge that I would like to put out to you as students that will go on to work in corporate, and as corporates that are thinking about how to diversify what you do. Making a real impact in society, making a real impact in the communities that you operate in and in the communities which you provide your products and your services. So with Clothes to Cash, our entire brand is Clothes to Good, and we have a number of NPOs that we support. We recycle clothes, which is really like a smart idea. Like when it comes to social entrepreneurship, I'm just like, that's the money right there, okay? Because this really only works with clothes and food, okay? So you have clothes, you give your clothes away. Men, not that much, but your wife, your girlfriend, your mom, she's constantly shopping, and the kids as well. So the clothes come in, we run them through schools projects and through corporates as well. So the clothes come in and they get sorted between the good stuff that you can resell and the okay stuff. And by okay, I just mean like it's missing a button, but we're not going to resell it because it's missing a button and somebody deserves to buy a good bale of clothes. And then those clothes get donated to women's shelters and orphanages and other NPOs that we support. The most mind-blowing thing for me when I started with Clothes to Cash was the fact that they pay people for the clothes that they donate. I was like, I don't understand. This makes no sense to me. Okay, so for the clothes that get donated, we pay 7 Rand, and 2 Rand goes towards LifeLink, which is our NPO that we support that supports a whole group of NPOs. And then 5 Rand goes to the school, the corporate. And the school, the corporate gets to decide what they would like to support. If they don't have a charity that they support, we work with what we call Trees to Good, which is Trees for Africa, and they will then help you plant trees. Or we then work with an organization and we put people with disabilities in wheelchairs, which is amazing. It's a really incredible project. And Leslie's like, wait, you gotta finish. Okay, so Clothes to Cash is really amazing. The video is the most simplest form, but you can go to the website and read up more, and I'm here afterwards so we can chat about it a bit more. And with Cream as well, which is the business that Leslie mentioned, for us, we just want to go out and inspire young people to take part and really take ownership of their future and their lives. When we started Cream, it was because we knew a number of young people that either didn't make it to varsity, who dropped out because of funds, or who don't have a job after graduating. But all these people have really great ideas, And our idea was, guys, great idea, let me show you how to start a business and make something great. But in terms of doing something great, we're not just trying to make profit, we really want to make a difference. And with the CSESE, I really hope to work with the center to get more young people involved in entrepreneurship, but to get more young people to be conscious about social entrepreneurship, and to get more corporates within our vicinity to think about how they actually give back. I mean, people have CSI and ED money and knowledge and expertise, and we would really like to create platforms where we can share those with young people. And the biggest thing that myself and Adelaide are really excited about is developing a social creative hub. Okay, we haven't found one specific name that sticks yet, but it's a place where young people can come together and share ideas, talk about my business is struggling, what do I do next? And really brainstorm about what do we do next and how do we create a value chain that allows us as young people and older people to do great business, to support society in a great way, and to make great changes, not only to our country, but to the continent that we live in. Because with our continent, there's so many opportunities that we can take advantage of through smart business. And before Leslie kicks me off the stage, I'd like to close off with a quote by Minor Myers. And he says that, go out into the world and do well, because we all want to make money, right? So go out into the world and do well, but most importantly, go out into the world and do good. Thank you.